for me, community was a huge part. So right now, I'm gonna give you a quick story. So quick story, this was now probably 3 years ago. I typically don't have social media on my phone because I don't trust myself. If I want to download an app, I have to go to my wife and ask her to unlock my phone and download it. I'm like, sorry, you married a 13-year-old. Can you do this for me? And she'll download it, and then I'll get on there. I typically don't leave social media on there. Anyway, I had left an app on there, went to the church, sat in the parking lot, opened the phone, and I was like, before I go, I'm just going to take a second. Opened it and started scrolling through. And I wasn't looking for anything, but someone had posted something seductive. Now, what do you think my flesh thought in the moment? My flesh thought, that's not really on the internet. Make sure that was what you thought it was, right? Like no way. There's curiosity that is stirred. And the reason there's curiosity naturally is because God created us. He hardwired us as sexual beings, right? So there's a good desire that gets hijacked by our sin. In that moment, it's like, you should look. So what I did was I scrolled down, blocked it, deleted the app, texted my wife, said, hey, hon, I want to let you know, I was just on social media. I saw something. I didn't stay there. I deleted it. I just wanted to let you know. Then I copied that, and I sent it to the three buddies who keep me accountable, Jason, Chris, and Ben, and said, hey, brothers, just want you to know. And that temptation was gone. I nuked that thing. I mean, blew it up. Light was all over that thing. Now, what would have happened had I not walked into the light, gotten radical in that moment? Well, go have a triple cheeseburger, whatever you would eat you don't do that anymore, you used to. Anyway, that's another story too. Go have a heavy lunch, come home, come back to the office. Somebody sends me a bad email. I feel a little sorry for myself. Open my phone. Now, what's going to happen this time if I see that app, if I haven't done all of that? I wonder if that's still there. And I'm going to start scrolling and trying to find something. This is why you've got to kill it. You've got to do whatever it takes. So I have a PhD in dumbing down iPhones. I don't have a PhD. I can't barely read. I'm from West Virginia, public school. It's all right. So West Virginia, hey. Mountaineers. Anyway, so, but I mean, almost for a living, dumb down iPhones with people in our church. We've paid more money to the glory of God to Verizon for canceling plans and getting flip phones. but you will watch. You want to see somebody start wiling out. We'll sit there and I'll be like, all right, I'll read this verse to him. I'll be like, are you ready to do whatever it takes to kill your sin? Yes, I don't want to do this anymore. Okay. Then I'm going to dumb down your phone to where you can't access anything. You're not going to be able to download apps, so download everything you need to right now. You're going to have to give somebody a passcode who's going to help you. I'm going to take off your ability to browse the internet. We're going to take off your social media. No more movies, everything. People start twitching. They're like, I can't do that. Listen, y'all, let me tell you something. You ready? Thousands of years. Thousands. Humans lived without a computer in their pocket. It happened. It's like, you can look it up. Thousands of people. Thousands of years. People lived without a smartphone. Some of you can't live with them. Some of you looked at pornography last night. Some of you last week. Jesus, and you're like, he's using a metaphor. He's literally using a metaphor to teach you how serious it is. You got to do whatever it takes to kill it. John Owen would say, be killing sin or it will be killing you. It is not your friend. You got to kill it. You got to break the relationship off. You've got to get a flip phone. You can live with a flip phone. You can. It can happen.
Amen.
I could keep going. I'm done.
It's wonderful. It's absolutely true. And it's not only the things that we might see or might come to us, and they do. The bad things, there are people working around the clock to get the bad things to find you. And the algorithm knows when you slow down a millisecond to send you more of that next time. If you want to know what you're into, open one of those things, and it tells you what you have been into. And Samuel James, in his book Digital Liturgies, I commend it to you, is really good at pointing out it's not just those things that come up that we see. the whole mechanism, and we all, we can use these technologies, we can, but the way in which they train our brains, train our minds, that's why he calls it a liturgy. It's a way of shaping us more than almost any of us realize how much it's reshaped us. And I love what you said there, about you have to look at something better. And I think I probably first heard this from John Piper in one of his books, Matthew 5:8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Don't hear us up here talking about just, you gotta, not be into LGBTQ, you gotta not be into pornography, you gotta be a better person. We want you to see God in the life to come, and to see God in this life. Blessed are the pure in heart. This is not about saying no to the best pleasures in your life. It's saying no to the hook that Satan hides and wants to entice you. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. This is about God making you happier.
Yes.
Sin does not make us happy, but it feels good.
It does.
Feels good.
Totally, yes, but that's the verse I was like, we got to do that verse because we're running out of time, and we got to make sure that holiness is not just what you don't do, it's also what you pursue. It's equally and even more what you pursue. You get God. The reason you say no to porn is because you want to see Him. You want to know Him. The reason you're saying no to that relationship is so you can see Him. You want to know Him. He is better. There is a pleasure, even if it means you never get married. Some of you will long to get married and you won't. And I want you to know Jesus is still worth it. You get Him. Yes, amen.